Hello, this is Shara coming at you with another video. I'm doing this video because my client, we've had just awesome conversation this morning about everything that has to do with hair. And she just asked me, if closures are really, really good, why are most people opposed to wearing closures? I think it has to do with, one, the application of the closures. There's a lot of ways to mess it up. It seems like it's a very simple process, but if you are someone who's new to closures, you don't know what it's supposed to look like or how it's supposed to lay, or maybe, your stylist isn't familiar with closures, it can go very wrong. Come on, Damien. Tell us your take on closures, because we know you like to eat folks up. Oh, is he running?
Yeah.
Oh, he ran. He ran. But I think closures are good, and they're a good protective style. Like my client, she wears natural hair. She wears her natural hairstyles. When she came in, her hair was really, really cute. She had set it on rods, and it was curly. And there's a monkey in the background. And
You better be lucky Miss Dana watched these shows. I would have said your mom.
She wants what everybody wants. You want to wear your natural hair, have it be cute, but then sometimes you want straight hair, but you want something that's going to be protective. Closures are good if applied right. Once again, I sew all of my closures down. There was a video that I did one with one of my clients, but she's used to wearing lace wigs, though. But we put like a little thin strip of tape in the front of that because that's what she wanted. She wouldn't have it any other way. But other than that, I tend to sew my closures on. Oh, where you going, Michael? Where you going, Michael?
Yeah. I'm going to Ross, baby. I'm going to look at the closure pieces done wrong. That's where they hang out, just Ross.
I like to sew them on because, if you're spending your time treating your hair, growing out your hair, want it to be natural, you don't want to leave any hair out. I was just explaining to her that I have the type of hair you can flat iron it once and it is straight for the life of that hair. It's not going back to curly. It's had it heat damage to the 10th power. You know what I mean? So it's good for people like that, and that comes with, I guess, understanding what type of hair you have. Some people have the hair you can flat iron and snap right back. I don't. You know what I mean? So I either, do what I do, accept that, leave that hair out anyway and fry it, or do a closure piece. But when you do a closure piece, I think it's good to sew it on fully all the way. And this goes along with usually what I talk about by making good decisions on what's going to be healthy for your hair. You know what I mean? A lot of people, like I say, you come here, if it's something I don't think is going to work for you, I don't have a problem telling you no. I suggest everybody sew them on because you spend your time, like I said, making sure that your edges are healthy, making sure your hair is growing. You want to wear it naturally. You want to do different things with it. It's not going to be good for you to glue that closure piece down, because what's happening, and I mean everybody should know by now, nobody should be just now getting into lace wigs. You know what I'm saying? That wave has hit and gone. You know what I mean? Lace wigs was just taking everybody out the game. The first time I even saw a lace wig, I was still in Seattle, and this lady down the street from me had opened up a salon. And when I tell you shaving everybody back, baby, just took them clippers and shaved back 2 inches of your hairline. Gone. Okay? I had people come into my salon crying in tears. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, I didn't know that this is what it was. And she told me, it's going to take out my edges anyway, so I might as well shave them off so I can have a good, like literally, not joking, shave back 2 inches of these women hairline. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, to her, I guess It didn't matter because they were already balding or had hair issues. But to me, I don't care if all this is gone. Baby, you better leave my edges alone.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I don't play. You know what I'm saying? But back to the point though, I think it's important versus trying to be, perfect in every way right now. The closure is going to look natural. It is going to look good if you take the time out to just sew it on versus doing the quick thing, grabbing that glue and smashing it down. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to work for the longevity of your own hair and keep your own hair healthy. I think a lot of people aren't familiar with closures. I wish they come down on the price of them because, closures are like $150 and stuff now. But if you get a good one, and I do sell them here at the salon as well, it will last you 2 to 3 installs, and, you can reuse it, and it'll, give you a nice natural look. Another thing with these closures too, if you are going to sew it down, take the time out to kind of flat iron it a little bit before and make sure you get, the hairs to lay appropriately before you put the piece on. You don't want to grab a flat iron, try and smash it down afterwards, you know what I mean? Because they'll be out the game by then, just burnt forehead, you know. So make sure you take the time before you even put the piece on to just make sure your hairs in the front are laying down appropriately so that when the wind blows or whatever, your client's not exposed. But it is possible to just, you know, sew it down beforehand, and make sure that it looks as natural as it could possibly look. And I think it looks good. A lot of people would prefer this look rather than the circle at the top. See how I am? I did the bangs. You know what I'm saying? I did the appropriate thing. When I have the circle at the top, I got to do the bangs. I can't play with this thing right here, the separation, where you can see every track in life, you know? And then I don't do the invisible parts either. I hate to even talk about the invisible part because I hate that thing so much. Like, you're walking down the street and your hair's just spreading. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do those. So, I don't know. I think the closure pieces are good, and I don't think there's anything to be scared of. I don't think there's a reason why you shouldn't do them. I think a lot of people are scared because they're done inappropriately. You know what I mean? You don't want to have your closure piece way back here. You know what I mean? You don't want to have a closure piece that's like in the other video too thick. You want something that lays really, really natural and looks really good. And if you find the right closure piece, I think they are, you know, what's needed right now. So don't be scared of closure pieces. Just, you know, sew them down though, you know, for the health and benefit of you, because after this she's going to be able to have her edges and her hair together and come back to me because, you know, I didn't take her entire front hairline. So
amen.
Yeah. Amen. So don't be scared of that. And we are installing, this is hair from me, Virgin Indian hair. She has about a number 2 right now that we're putting in. Natural wave texture going on here, so she can wet and wave this or wear it straight, no problem. I'll come back to you with our finished look in a minute. But just wanted to get that out there about the closures. You know, we're always talking about something, but I thought that was a question that I need to go ahead and answer. I don't think it's anything to be scared of. Just, you may not want to do it, but do what's needed. Do what's appropriate. Make sure that you sew them down because, I mean, there's nothing worse than not having edges. So that's that. We're going to pause the video. We'll be back. Bye. Alright people, here we are. Finishing up our look here. As you can see, her closure's in. I like the lace closures. I know a lot of people are starting to do the silk closure thing because it has a little scalp part. But then the problem with the scalp part is nobody's scalp is like white or peach. You know what I mean? Like, so if you do happen to get one of those, you know, silk closures, you want to make sure that you use the black tea bags. Just go to the store, get some black tea, you know, get some hot water, dip that bag in there and put it on the closure and make it, because it makes it like a really natural scalp color. You know what I mean? No matter what color you are.